I am exploring, and I'm trying to get to SM side on the south side of Cebu City today. It's a Sunday, and walking from the uptown area to the downtown area, and took some video. BRT, bus rapid transit system. I'll put that video up another day. Anyway, yeah, this downtown area, some of these shops are open, some are closed. This particular street, a lot of cell phone. In fact, you'll find it on a lot of different. Each street kind of specializes. This street gets a lot of police and military type uniform stores, flashlights, the higher end flashlights, as well as phone repair shops, and a lot of times they'll be selling secondhand phones as well. I guess they don't work, and people trade them in for something else, get a couple pesos for them. And generally, traffic is a little slow on Sundays. That's why your taxi rides will cost a little less. And yeah, hiring sales lady, 18 to 30 years old, with or without experience, I think it said. And yeah, it's interesting. Whereas in a lot of countries there's age discrimination laws, not here in the Philippines. You'll find it's difficult. Somebody over 30 or 35. Most of the people that I have met who are over 30 or 35, I asked them, how did you get your job? My auntie, my uncle owns a place, or she's worked here. She knows, she's related to the owner. So yeah, a lot of things happen here in the Philippines, and it is who you know. Keep that in mind. And who you know is important, can help you out in tough situations. Got a little internet cafe there. They fix phones as well as have an internet cafe, and I asked him about repairing a OnePlus, and a lot of people that they don't know what OnePlus is. But OnePlus, I found one store in SM Mall, a little kiosks up in the gadget area. Yeah, computer repair, phone repair. Found one store that sells them, and I bought. My previous OnePlus was acting up after about 4 years, and sometimes I can't shut it off, sometimes I can't turn it on. It'll go into reset mode, and takes me a while to do the reset. Anyway, I'm going to take a horse and buggy ride. There are horse and buggies down here, and the big issue I had was trying to find somebody that spoke English that could tell me where the horse and buggy ride goes. I didn't just want to, and the drivers, the owners, drivers of these horse and buggies, they didn't speak English, and so if I got in one of theirs, I have no idea where I'm going to go, And so I waited. There was a big family got into one, and here I'm asking these girls, where are the horse and buggies? And they kind of pointed me, but I asked them, do you speak English? No English. English. And they run away from me because they don't want to. The expression a lot of people use here. In fact, my girlfriend's granddaughter is 6 years old, I think. Speaks pretty good English. And her great-grandmother will say, "You're giving me a nosebleed," speaking so much English, and that's kind of a term Filipino use. You're giving me a nosebleed, speaking English. And we'll be taking that horse and carriage ride here in just a little bit. But the guidebooks are wrong when they say that. When they say that, kids like this, they've learned it in school, and they do learn it. So sometimes
Where does the horse go? I want to go that way towards the south, towards SRP.
Here are the horses. Anyway, they didn't know much about the horses, and they probably walk by them every day. But yeah, these younger students, you know, they get some English learning, and but it's their second language. They pronounce letters different. They've got a couple different letters in their alphabet. They pronounce letters differently than we do in the USA, and so the guidebooks are not completely accurate when they say stuff like 80% of the Filipino population is fluent in English. That's not true, really. In the tourist areas, you will find pretty good experience, but yeah, once you get in certain areas, and this particular day, I was running into a lot of people that did not speak, would not converse in English, which kind of surprised me. Usually I can find somebody, and I try to ask these vendors here that are along the street where I'm going to South, SRP, South Road Properties, SM Seaside area. Which horse and carriage do I want to get on? He said, oh, he's trying to tell me just, yeah, he apparently knows this guy out here. They line up here every day. And yeah, just get in here and tell them where you want to go. Well, they don't speak English. So I don't know where I'll end up if I just get in one random one. I waited and ended up getting one on the end, the back end. They load up on the back end instead of the front, like I would think. I went and waited at the front for other passengers. Nobody came, but they kept backing the horses up and the carriage. So I thought, well, they're loading at the back end, not the front end. Karaoke place. They invited me in to do karaoke. No, thank you. I think you sign up and then you can sing when it's your turn. Karaoke, very popular in the Philippines, and lots of karaoke places, and I've had a couple girls I've known, yeah, let's go to a karaoke place, and that's a date. People selling used phones, I don't know if they're refurbished. They've gone through the repair guy, and they paid a few pesos for it, but yeah, a lot of vendors out here on a Sunday family day. Families go out, they go to the malls, they go to the beaches, depends upon the area that they're in. But yeah, these horse and buggies, they get regular customers, and their route is going south basically, and you'll see that here in a second. You know, they fill these things up with a big family a lot of times, these carriages. So there was no room for me, the first couple of horses that took off. But this one, just two people got on. And I asked them, where are you going? And they named a barangay down here. And anyway, you'll see where we get these horses. They're not like horses I've been around in the U.S. I've had a couple of horses when I was in high school. Big horses. One used to be work at racetracks. Wasn't a racer, but he would pace the horses, I think, help warm them up. Vinegar Joe, and Rex was half. I don't know. He was half thoroughbred, I believe. And when I was riding, I had a couple people stop over the years and say, you should be showing that horse. And I had a neighbor that was into quarter horses, showing his quarter horses, competing with his quarter horses. But I never got involved in the show business. Anyway, one of those intersections, no lights, no traffic. Enforcers, people just make it work. They wait for one side to go and then the other side goes. You can hire these guys to take you around and a tour of the downtown area, for instance. Take you down by Plaza Independencia, a few other places. Preferably you have somebody that speaks Pasaya with you. so that they can talk to the driver and let them know what you want to do, where you want to go, negotiate a price. Anyway, I am headed for SRP, South Road Properties, and the big crowd down there. Yesterday, which would have been Saturday and Sunday, a lot of these play kitty. I don't know what they call it, where the kind of Japanese oriented. They all dress up in various costumes. What do you call that? And she said, yeah, the horses. I thought he was going to turn around and go back the other direction, but I think they go down a different street and go back on a different street, I believe. And anyway, she said, he's going to stop here. We're going to get out. You can get out and explore around if you want. And that's what I did. I could have taken the horse a little further, but I didn't know how far he was going, so walking was the good experience. You get off in this part of town, you see a lot of these electric vehicles, and over the last couple of years they've really pushed the electric vehicles. Really, it seems to me an oversupply, because they try to make money by either taking people down to the province, taking them around shopping, that type of thing. They're not allowed on certain streets. I think the main streets they're not allowed on.
English? SM Seaside, that way? Seaside, this way?
I kind of knew which way I wanted to walk, but I wanted to interact a little bit with the locals, so I asked a number of different places which way to Seaside, and most of them told me taxis up, get a taxi, or jeepney such and such. Get to go up here and take a right and then a left and get a jeepney such and such number to go. I said, no, I'm going to walk.
To Philippines.
Yeah, welcome to...
Are you looking for a Filipina wife?
I'm looking for SM Seaside.
XM Seaside? Over there.
Yeah, I just walk, keep walking.
You go outside.
You go outside.
And then you just turn left.
Go outside.
Straight, then turn left. Then you can
You want
go
to
on.
ride a motor or
Can't
you
I-
want walking?
Just walk, I walking.
Yeah, you want to walk?
Oh, you want to
You
walk?
go there, then left side.
Go here?
Yeah, yes.
Really?
Straight
Yes.
up.
Then
Straight
you
up.
Oh, that's the main road.
Oh.
Yes, that's the main road.
Oh, okay, very good, thank you.
This way is going to Pasig Whisper.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there to the new, I live here 9 years.
Okay.
So yeah, I like the Philippines.
Oh, very
Okay,
good.
thank you.
She says, are you looking for a Filipino wife? After saying, welcome to the Philippines. Anyway, out here in the barangays, different life. Different life. On a very rare occasion.
America. But I only have one arm. I broke my shoulder, so I'm no good basketball.
But everybody's friendly. Everybody is friendly. Almost 99%. On a rare occasion, I get somebody gives me kind of the evil eye, what you call the evil eye. But kids in particular, everybody sees the foreigner,
Was
of
this
course.
the old fish market?
Yes.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
this is the old Pasil fish market. Everybody sees the camera
Say hello to the world.
long ways away, and they want to be.
All right. No money. I'm walking, no money. Oh.
But yeah, the old Pasil
Hey,
fish market.
Naughty.
Guy gave me the finger when I told him I wasn't going to give him any money. Anyway, yeah, the old Pasil fish market down in this area, and they built a new one down by the water, and I need to get down there. I've been down there for quite a while. Do some video down there.
Hello.
But lots of smiles, lots of friendly people. People playing checkers here, or no, bingo.
Hello.
Playing bingo.
Hi.
What game is this? What's it called? Oh, bingo. Oh. All right.
No money changing hands, no money out there, so they aren't going to get arrested for gambling. Occasionally you read about, we arrested a bunch of people for gambling. They're playing some kind of
Hello.
card game or other game, and they got money on the table, and somebody will alert the authorities, and they'll come down and arrest them. Anyway,
Hello.
I am going to get a hobble motorbike taxi
Hello.
Hi.
down here after I walk. Take a left, and found a guy. He had 2 helmets, and these guys could have taken me quite a bit of the way, but not the whole way. They're not allowed. I had to turn the volume down so I don't get a copyright strike there. Anyway, more coming.
Hello. Say hello to the world.
Everybody wants to be on camera, which is fine. If you got a camera in your hand, you're going to get a lot of attention, put it that way. I'm amazed at how many, you know how YouTube is. If you watch one video about baking cakes, they'll send you 1,000 videos about baking cakes. And for many years, I didn't watch mostly I did not watch other Filipino vloggers. I don't have the time, and I don't want to be influenced by them. But wanted to find out how many there are around, so I started listening to a couple, and then you're subscribed to many of them.
What's the name of your account?
Amazing Philippines.
Amazing Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I started watching a
How
few.
far to?
Started watching a few Filipino mostly Western vloggers, and from the Philippines, and started. Of course,
Hello.
they give you lots of referrals in your
Hello.
suggested
Good afternoon.
watch
Good
list.
afternoon.
And I didn't realize, gosh, there's got to be hundreds of foreigners now with YouTube channels here in the Philippines, just like in Thailand as well. I watch a few of those news channels and a couple vloggers on a rare occasion, just to see what's going on. And anyway, I'm gonna get this
Are
guy.
you hobble? Yes.
I'll put the entire write-up on a different video, but he asked me where I was going. I asked him how much. He said, what do you want to pay? I told him 70 pesos, and Filipino would have probably paid 30, 40, 50, something like that. And he said, okay, let's go. And I'll put the write-up a little bit later. But that's kind of how you go. People have asked me over the years, do you ever have issues wearing somebody else's helmet? You know, hundreds or thousands of other people have worn that helmet. I haven't had any issues, but that could be a possibility. You got to think about that. Anyway, safe travels, and we'll see you in the next video.